In this video, we discuss 10 tips sellers need to know about the different generations of home buyers in this market. All that and way more. Stay tuned because we're starting right now.
Listen, I'm in the people business. I just happen to help them sell and buy amazing properties. I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams a reality. I bring the very best marketing and industry strategies to help achieve the goals of my clients, friends, and family. Welcome to the channel.
Hey YouTube, it's not easy trying to purchase a home in today's market. But if you're selling, you and having your agent understand the perspectives of the different types of buyers and generations of home buyers is crucially important, i.e. learning their limitations, preferences, and understanding these perspectives will give you a better edge when marketing your home. Why does this matter? Well, when you market to an audience, you need to understand your golden buyer. Essentially, the perfect buyer for your service or product, and you need to cater to that specifically. Now, when listing homes, each home has its own niche or unique golden buyer. I can also take myself as an example. I focus on first and second time home buyers or folks that are looking to upgrade to a larger space or help them find their dream home. I advertise to that specific audience. When you niche down and get specific, your message becomes crystal clear. The same applies for advertising listings. You need to understand your buyers. As we go along further in this video, we will focus on the generational differences based on studies conducted and reported on by the National Association of Realtors. Let's begin. Everyone is different. There are unique buyer characteristics, and learning those specific characteristics and what those folks gravitate towards can play a huge role in their desires, wants, and needs. Understanding the generational differences and nuances can help you as a seller or a list agent connect with more buyers and get your home sold fast. First, we go over each generation, the home buyers, and their percentage of share of the real estate market. And if you want to learn more about buyer's advice I really think you should know, click up here on the card. First, we have Generation Z. These are home buyers in the ages between 18 and 21, and their market share is 2% of the overall market. Next, you have Millennials that we're splitting up into two groups. You have the younger Millennials and the older. The younger Millennials incorporate ages 20 to 30, whereas the older Millennials ages range between 31 and 40. The younger Millennials now take a 40% share of the market, and the older Millennials take about a 23% share. Next, you have Generation X. These are ages 41 to 55, and they take 24% share. Then there are the boomer generations, both young and old, ages 56 to 65 and ages 66 to 74, which respectively take 14 and 18%. Combine those and you're at 32%. Then you have the silent generation, ages 75 to 95, taking a 5% share of the home buyer's market. Next, we have the 10 tips about the differences and nuances of each generation of home buyers and their struggles. Tip number 1. Finding the right home was the most difficult and significant hurdle for all recent home buyers. No shock here. As of late, by a huge margin, buyers of all ages and demographics experience great difficulties in finding the right property. More than half of all home buyers stated this was the most difficult step. All the complications that were stated involved difficulties in paperwork, difficulties in understanding the process and steps involved, saving for a down payment, and also getting a mortgage. And surprisingly, only 2% stated COVID as the more challenging obstacle. Step number 2, younger buyers are struggling with understanding the home buying process. Purchasing a home is never easy, but certain steps are more difficult for buyers than others. Polling younger millennials, a third of that population said that grasping the home buying process was most difficult. The mortgage process was also a difficulty for millennials and new home buyers to grasp and overcome. And as the age of this generation increased, this figure decreased down to just 7%, meaning the older generations had a more firm grasp on the home buying process, along with the mortgage process as well. Hey, what's going on? My name is Vasilios. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here and you want to get the latest actionable tips from a local realtor that actually save you time, save you money, and result in a smooth real estate deal, start now by subscribing and hit that bell notification so you don't miss anything. And if you like the video, then, like the video. Now, back to it. Number 3, millennials prioritize a shorter job commute. In selecting a neighborhood, all buyers' top factors were the following: quality of the neighborhood, convenience to the job, overall affordability, and convenience to family and friends. The younger millennials, however, noted that having a very strong preference for a short commute. Nearly 75% reported this to the National Association of Realtors. Tip number 4, younger buyers are significantly more likely to find their home online instead of through an agent. It's no surprise that buyers as of late rely heavily on online searching sites, and as you may have guessed, the reliance on the internet and web lessens with age. As this lessens with age, however, the dependence on an agent increases the further along in age home buyers progress. Number 5, when searching online, different generations prefer different devices. So it's clear, with modern technology nowadays, almost every generation tends to start looking online for properties for sale. Younger generations of buyers ages 20 to 40 generally prefer using a mobile device. Buyers between 41 to 65 have an even split between mobile and other devices. And research states 66 and above, buyers are more likely to be on desktops and laptops. So how can you and your agent use this in your marketing approach? Well, depending on your neighborhood, price point, and general demographic of your area, you can target your media to be either more mobile friendly to accommodate a younger buyer, or keep your advertising desktop and laptop friendly for the older generations. Number 6, online video sites are more important to the advanced generations rather than younger buyers. Among all reporting sources, buyers searching for homes were drawn most to real estate agents, followed by mobile or tablet search devices, followed by open houses, then yard signs, then online video sites. Now, you might imagine millennials are more typically drawn to video content more than the older generations. However, it's worth noting that online video sites' interest increases with age. Number 7, newspaper advertisements will still reach a substantial number of buyers in the silent generation. Nearly 25% of the silent generation members say they rely on print-type ads such as newspapers while searching for a home. Across the board, however, print advertising has plummeted among all real estate professionals. However, if you are seeking a buyer or client from this specific generation, you might need to alter your marketing to serve this generation best. Number 8, younger buyers are substantially more likely to rely upon referrals rather than their agent. Now, the majority of home buyers found their real estate agent through previous relationships or a referral. However, the importance plays a significant role based on the age. The millennial generation is more likely to be attracted to a referral rather than the older generations, but that should not be a shock. That cyclical business over time plays a huge role in buyer gaining experience and wisdom in the process. Number 9, buyer satisfaction generally increases with age. Now, I'm sure all buyers would say purchasing a home is not easy, especially in today's current market and chaos. However, statistics show that over 90% of all buyers are at least somewhat satisfied with the process as of late. The older generation's satisfaction level is noticeably higher in the silent generation than it is for millennials. Even though the older generation buyers are more satisfied with the home buying process, they also say they derive fewer benefits from their agents. The top 5 benefits provided by agents for all generations here were: help me understand the process, pointed out unnoticed property features and faults, negotiated a better sales contract and terms, provided a better list of service providers, improved my knowledge of the search area. It's important to note that all these benefits and their satisfaction diminished with the increase of age of each generation. This might be due to the older generations being far more experienced buyers and not having to rely upon the agent's assistance as heavily as other buyers. Hey guys, if there's anything in the world that you want to talk about or have a question, reach out anytime. No obligation. Really. 508-821-8835. Could be about the weather, cars, real estate, racing, whatever. Now, if you like this video, then check out these at the top of your screen. And if you need a guy like me, I have a guy like me's info in the description below. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.